Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Sunday, August 7th, 2016. There's not going to be any webcam today. I'm actually looking kind of sick. Not too bad, but just stuff I don't really want to, have on YouTube for eons to go. Which I probably shouldn't even say it, but whatever. I'm not too ashamed of it. Yeah, there's been a lot of bugs going around locally here. But I was like, I took too many days, off or whatever. As you can tell, the last episode was a 6-hour long one because I had to do it all in 1 week, but, yeah. That's, probably way too much information, but let's keep going. Alright. So I, didn't check and see how things worked after the Windows updates, so hopefully it won't be too bad. So we're when we start our game, the we're now able to make the client server properly replicate the values. So the value here, but mode and that stuff is not working. Whereas this is seeing whatever the recent one is. And so forth. But it can't edit it because they're not the host, right? Anyway, so let's get back into this. And we have a bunch of macros and stuff that's supposed to make things easier, but, only so much you can do. So on construct, it grabs the game modes. It pulls them from the instance, and if there is no if they have authority, as in they're the server, or there is no server, or it's, jeez. Try to explain what I did a week ago. Actually, that would be 2 weeks ago this time. So, it pulls the game up from the instance, and either they're the server, or the server hasn't said anything yet because it's a listen server and they haven't loaded their own, they haven't supplied a host yet. It gets a list of modes and refreshes them. And honestly, I was thinking of doing something a bit different with this. So, one of the problems is that the main menu and the create game screen are two different widgets. And so they can't really share any values except by bouncing through the menu setup helper, which I have to place in each menu level, which should only be the one menu level. So if I want to have anything, I have to bounce it through here, which would be selected mode, selected map, selected preset, strings. And I could extend that however I want through C++ here. Yeah. But that also makes it a bit more complicated when it comes to events, because I would need to know whether they're on this screen or this screen, and have events that can occur in either or be replicated in both. So one thing I was thinking of is possibly abstracting it out, taking a lot of the functionality, like on construct and stuff like that, out of this, and actually making it in a wrapper container, which will have nothing on it. It'll just paste in the screen in the create game screen, and be and modify it and stuff like that. So these will be childs of that widget, that otherwise blank widget. The other option is I have all that stuff happen in menu setup helper, which means I have to kind of bounce in and out of it. And I'll be back 1 second. And back, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm thinking of making a screen between these two to contain them. So you know what, let's just do that. So we'll create a new user interface widget blueprint. And we'll do container main menu. So this will be what will be actually placed in the level. So we're gonna have to actually take some of the, whoops, not here. Some of the concepts of this and apply it. So yeah, so there is focusable. Yeah, we didn't figure out what is focusable is and that stuff, but that's okay. So fill screen size. It's a DPI scale curve. We're gonna have to modify. Oh no, wait, that's OS Engine. Sorry, it's project wide. Okay, so yeah, that's not gonna have to be replicated. So I can just paste it in then. So I just need to have you know. Let's actually replace the canvas panel with something else. Let's replace it with yeah. Actually, the canvas panel would work. Yeah, it'd be fine. Okay. So we'll save that. This will end up having our content inside it. Yeah, on construct, we're actually going to have, in our graph, we're going to have a couple of variables. One of which will be a, main screen, and we're going to have a create game screen. And we'll also probably have a setting screen as well, but that'll be different. So we need to do screen main menu. And this will be a type create game. There we are. Mirror, don't even start. I told you. Mirror said, webcam, webcam, webcam. I'm like, there's no webcam today. So anyway, when we construct this, we're going to construct the two screens. So we'll make create widget. And we're going to construct it of class main screen main menu. And the owning player is going to be get player controller. Again, this is assuming we're not going to have multiple players on split screen, unfortunately. Something I really want to do, but Unreal Engine's just not set up for it yet. I mean, it is, but not in an easy way. Create widgets. Add a reroute node here. This is gonna be up here. We're gonna do create a screen, create game, and we're going to set it here. So this will be our kind of proxy to handle you know, multiplayer and all that sort of stuff. Like all the menu stuff in here. Words are hard. Right, so now we created two widgets. We then need to add child. Yeah, designer, canvas panel, we'll make it a variable, we'll make it menu, menu container. So container main menu, menu container, that's not confusing at all. Oh, it didn't compile because I didn't add it yet. So main container, get, target there. And for the content, we're going to be putting the main screen up first because that's what we're going to show as soon as the menu's constructed, because, you know, that's makes sense. Right. So that's good. Now we need to in place of, we did it in the level blueprint before, but then we switched to the game instance. I'm gonna make sure we don't have anything in the level blueprint still. Nah, it just calls the game instance, which is so useless because again, game instance should be able to figure that one out. But anyway, it's kind of adding an extra mill person. But oh well. So if the app says not main menu, we set to main menu, and then we if this is not valid, we then create the main menu, and then we add it to the viewport. But we're going to actually change this now. Bye-bye. We're going to add a new variable, which is going to be a menu container. Right. And we're going to make it a type container main menu reference. So we're going to make it a container. Actually, it's right up here. And we're going to return it to, actually I can just grab it here and set. And then get so we're adding it to the viewport, and this should show the main menu still, but it's not going to be the main menu, it's going to be the container containing the main menu. Which means we're going to need to then change some of the content, some of the function to accept it, but it'll be a bit better off. Compile error. No, what's the compile error? Oh, is it here? Sorry, whoops. Compile. Okay, so it's not able to find that. Okay. Break link. This is warning because it's not an error because it's not connected, but it's still not resolving. That's okay. So now we can do plain editor. And we should see content, but we don't. Why don't we? Oh, because I didn't do mini container? That shouldn't matter only on the second one, right? So it should not work. No, it still doesn't work. Show message log. Do clear. I think I might be doing something wrong here. Let's see. Well, clearly I am. It's giving me an error. Let's do a save and let's just restart everything just in case something weird happened. Was already at the screen. Also, trying to add the container multiple times, not the actual content inside the container. Okay, so why is it trying to do that? Blueprint, open level blueprint. So begin main menu, targeting the game instance. So we get BP game. Should be non-replic or should be not replicated. I have this boolean I don't think I ever use. Let's step through this. So, here, let's add a breakpoint. And we're going to have this on the error side here. We're going to compile it through. You know, I don't think you need to compile for that. So let's go here. Let's add a viewport. And if we do continue, it happens again. Let's try it with just one client. Okay, so let's stop. Then let's clear log. Then let's try running it. So it's already added to this screen. So let's try and add it multiple times. But I'm only hitting it breakpoint once, so I think it's happening multiple times. This is highly confusing. Let's try calling a breakpoint on. Oh, that wouldn't help because it's the same thing there. I could do a remove all widgets thing, but that wasn't necessary earlier, so why would it complain now? You know what, let's just disconnect this. Disconnect this, and we'll just disconnect everything here. Make sure there's no weird interaction going on. And then we'll do the create game, and then we're going to disconnect. Tick, we're gonna disconnect, construct. You know what, let's just get rid of this too. So it's already added to the screen, but the only thing that really makes sense in that case, if I have multiple game instances, it shouldn't even really matter because game instance should just return 1. Print name. Save this, and we're gonna try playing. So it shows 1. Thanks, but where did that come from? Unless for some reason the way I set it up is a new functionality that automatically adds it to screen. Did Epic do something like that already? Makes no sense. Okay, so container main menu C was already added to the screen. Unless there's a collision in the name. There could be a collision in the name, actually. Oops. I want to rename, not edit. It's right below it. Let's call it a wrap container. Sure, why not? Already at the screen. Well, this sounds like something we should look up. Unless I screwed up when I, in the constructor of this, it's possible that should just be this there. Here, so target. Try doing this. No, it doesn't work. Well, I guess we need it. Okay. Let's already add to the screen. Am I the only one who's very confused by this? Actually, no, we're going to actually inspect and see what the world outliner says. So let's look on the choose world server. There we are. Hi, Mr. Johnson99. Welcome to the chat. So we're now working on a menu, but we're trying to... It's not working for us for some reason. It'd be nice if it would tell us where that warning happens. Probably is a way to do that too. So let's break link this. If they did, it'd be too easy, exactly. Yeah. So UE4 gets list of widgets. Okay. Viewport. One second. Okie dokie. For viewport. That's what tells the viewport's in there. I just want to see what is all in the viewport, but I guess I can't do that, so I'm gonna just do this here. So print ugly debug. That's okay. We need to also reconnect this. False. So it's not a viewport, but it's already at the screen. I don't understand. Oh, thanks. So the comment was nice song. It's from the latest Monster Cat album, Monster Cat 27. Don't Fight It, from Milano. Hi, Sean. I'm doing fine. A little under the weather, but that's all. You know, that doesn't matter. So, is there any viewport? No. Edit complains. I don't know what's going on. Let's see when this error actually happens. Let's try having it over here. This one's already on the screen. False was already at the screen. Don't worry about it. It's been a bit hectic anyway. Alright, move over here. So if it's only added once here, then why has it already been added to the viewport? Oh, is it? Oh, maybe it's, yeah, it wasn't that quick, hon. If this is the problem... If this is the problem where I was trying to add two things at once because there's two variables associated with it, that would be... Oh, that's an interesting blueprint quirk. So apparently if you attach two nodes to one... so if I attach both of these to one pin, it would try to add them both, not just... I guess, yeah, that makes sense because it wouldn't be the real. Yeah. Okay. Well. Now you know. So we need to figure out why it's not doing anything here. So, well, I mean, I know why it's not doing anything for this. Because we, disconnected it in debug, but oh no, we didn't. StoryChange.org to send me to QuakeCon. Well, it's a bit late now. Main player. So why won't this add a child? Unless the problem is that the canvas doesn't know where to put it. So in which case I'm going to replace it with, as I was going to do in the earlier one, I'm going to replace with a vertical box, let's say. It really doesn't matter. I didn't like it. Anyway, container doesn't work because we got rid of that. Here, grab here is variable. Menu container. Bing gets Bing. The machine that goes Bing. Ah, there we are. So I just didn't know what to do with the canvas. It's like, oh, let's change it. Then, you know. Nah, it should be fine the way it is. That'd be kind of stupid. Ended up being the bug. So now it's there, but it's not modifying it for client or server. That's okay. Because it's connected to everything. Now we need to basically reprogram everything to put it such that all that content is in the wrapper. Which I'm probably going to rename container. Or maybe just wrapper. Because wrap container is just a bit wordy. Let's see if this works. Alright, I didn't connect that again. Oh, I closed it all. Okay. Screen, main menu. Here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to set the host. So we're going to have we're gonna delete that here. Bingo. Because we're gonna again pull this upstream. Let's go and do this from here, I guess. So on the game mode. Actually, where do I even have it plugged in? Oh, player controller, that's where I put it. Okie dokie. So here we have request new HTTP host. Sorry, a new host, I mean. We're not gonna have that anymore. We're gonna have the game mode. What song is this? Huh. From Luther. It's some kind of magic. Monster Cat's really branching out in what they play. So let's comment all this out. Whoops, nope. Should have saw that happen. Okay, so we commented that out. We're going to close her down. Yeah, let's save, sure, why not? And then let's try a build, see if it builds. Send me a scale in? What's scale? over here. Scale conference. Oh, Southern California Linux Expo. Okay. Oh, SoCa LE. Okay. I got you now. Let's go back here. Yeah, Monster Cat's branching out, which is good. As much as people like, you know, drum step and stuff like that, there's not a whole lot of royalty-free providers for Twitch, so giving variety is nice. I'm glad they do. So instead of calling the game mode to select new host, we're going to have the game mode continually check to see if there is a host, and if there isn't, have it select one from the group, probably randomly, but whatever. So it's getting all of the base player states. If any of them is true, then it returns. I don't live in Vancouver, that's Jeremy. I live in Ontario. Jeremy Hellstrom lives in Vancouver, though. I used to live in Vancouver. I used to live on the island. But that was... I left when I was in grade 4. It was a while ago. Yeah, I now can, you know... Well, I can no longer teach because of the politics thing, but... basically, the education degree I have was invalidated. Well, not invalidated. It's still a valid degree, but it was no longer valid to use to teach because one of the election promises for the provincial government was that they'd, you know, fix the problems with education by requiring all teachers have 2 years of teaching experience instead of 1. So my 1-year degree is no longer valid. I could have had it grandfathered in, but I would have to have, you know, started apply teaching and stuff like that, so I wasn't planning on it. So I figured, let's just get it lapse. Education degree is useful for a lot of things. I didn't decide to use it for education now, for a couple of reasons. Why did I type that? I'm assuming it was from the example that I just kind of copy and paste because I couldn't remember how to do an actor iterator. Yeah, to-do had the game mode do this by itself. Well, to-do is today, apparently. Right, so I need to actually... Now that I'm thinking more clearly, I need to grab its tick. So, virtual void tick float delta time override. Then we will do... It's funny how rusty you can get just from, you know, doing void just by doing other things. Super tick delta time. Don't forget that semicolon. Okay, just in case any upstream component needs tick has... Oh! I should have known when I saw level tiles and stuff. I actually grabbed the wrong one. I was modifying game state, not game mode. There we are. There we are. Okay, so right now we need to on each check to see if there is a host. So and then oh, I don't want to do that. Bool b host exists equals false. B host exists equals true, and then I can do break because I don't care. I already have it. I don't need to keep searching through all the player states each tick. And then if B host exists, or actually if not B host exists, we then need to select the host. So then grab this here. Select host. There we are. So now it's going to search through all the player states, and I guess it gets the oldest one. Yeah, it gets the oldest one, sets it to true, and that's fine. This will replicate through whenever it yeah. This is obviously a little bit CPU intensive because it's going to be doing an actor writer error every tick, but I can't really get around that. Except for, you know, doing it every like 10 ticks or something like that. Actually, I guess I can do that. I can just have a, you know, a timer. Well, and again, it also might not be that bad performance. Yeah, we're not going to bother optimizing until we know if it's actually worth optimizing. Because the more slowly I refresh this, the more laggy it's going to be when the host drops on a dedicated server for it to choose a new one. Because the way this will work is if it's a listen server, it's always going to choose the listen server as a host. Because it's going to run this as soon as the listen server connects, so, you know. Unless it's a plain editor where there might be two at the same time, but even then I'm pretty sure that this will run before the second client will connect. There shouldn't be a race for that, but anyway. Even still, it'd still work, it just would be, the client would be the non-host. But anyway. Even then, it would actually choose the oldest player state creation, which would be the listen, probably. There shouldn't be any situation where a client's going to connect before the listen's client. And we need these all to occur because we need it to be able to tick. So this should be fine. Let's try building. Make sure I didn't make any semicolon errors. How fun. Let's try building again. If not, I'm going to need to clean my solution. Yeah, so I'm going to need to clean this up. Clean up my intermediate folder. Which shouldn't really ever be a problem, but, you know. I believe I can just delete all the contents of it. If not, we're gonna see it gloriously fail. Right. Okay. And then we will open check it solution. Sean, no face cam. So I said earlier in the stream that today we're not going to have that. Load failed. Okay. Basically not feeling the best. So and like it's you could see from my face that it's, you know, not looking good. So. To spare the YouTube viewers, we're going to skip that. There we are. Games, check it. And we're gonna build and run. Let's do a full rebuild. There we go. This looks like it's gonna run this time. No, it didn't. What the heck? This might be a short stream if I can't get Unreal Engine working. Should have some commands for Twitch. Should set up. I don't really know. I didn't realize I can do that. So that's fine. That's loading in just fine. Why can't I connect it from in here though? Oh, am I? Is my default solution? Maybe the YOLO wasn't such a good idea. Okay, let's try that. So, I was being told that I could potentially do that. So, do this. doesn't seem to be working. Oh well. My YouTube and Twitter information is in the information below the video, though, so. Thank you very much, Unreal Engine. Let's look at my solution here. Single startup project. Oh, okay. So it was trying to launch. Okay, it was trying to launch the editor, like the engine, but there was nothing. It's just debug signals, symbols. I mean. Okay. So that's been solved. Right. So now, when we play, they're gonna be handling the. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll figure out the Twitch thing after the stream, but yeah. Oh, I don't have a bot? Okay. Yeah, I'm not too up on Twitch, unfortunately. Yeah, I should probably get a bot at some point. So anyway, this is set to replicate down by the player state. Just do rep lifetime and view property menu host. Okay, so yeah. Now we have it like so. So let's actually commit this. So get status, or oops, get shell. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm not even sure if get shell would work. I guess it did. A git commits am, or m, I guess, because I already did the a. So working on replacing game or menu system. If you probably follow my git commands, I'm like fixing the menu, working on replacing it. Okay, so this is all the wrapper stuff. So we're creating all these, adding references to them in the thing here. Actually, now that I do this, I should do the is already exists thing. So So variable, I don't want that. I want exists. Let's do valid. Okay, so there, oops. And then we'll copy this here. We'll do a branch. Oh, thought that would insert it in the middle there. Oh, sorry, whoops, here. Break link. By the way, if people have been following, you might or following the stream for a while, you may know I have a side project. And I haven't really been talking about it a lot lately because I've been working on it. But if you remember what it is, you may be happy to know that it's actually almost done and it's going to be published fairly soon. So keep an eye out for that if you're a fan of Piece Perspective. Okay. So if it's not valid, we create it. Otherwise, we'll just use it. I showed a work in progress of it on the stream a couple times. I haven't really talked about it for a couple months, but yep, it's almost done. Especially the last couple of days, I was really piling on it. So let's create a macro and we'll do set up child widgets. And we're going to grab all of you, and we're gonna cut you out. We're going to add you. Nope, let's stay right on here. It'll be of type execution, in and out. You all know the procedure by now. No. So yeah, keep an eye on the website, Piece Perspective, if well, should always be keeping an eye out. It's an amazing website, right? But yeah, especially in the next little while. If it takes off, then it might be able to have a bit more of a career to, you know, reorganize my schedule to prioritize. So yeah. And also, I hope you all like it. If you don't, then you don't, but I hope you all do. Oh, right, because I need to... Why isn't it working? Because you need to need to apply it somewhere. There we are. Okay, so now let's go back into the create game. Oh no, create game widget. Whoops. Here. Now this is gonna be finding out all this stuff. I don't want it anymore. That's all handled by a server now. So we don't want this anymore. Whoops, what's going on? There we are. Okay. So here I want to reconnect this. This one I want to connect. Oops. So let's have here, so if they're host, update the host settings. But here we also want to do we're going to well, let's see what we're going to do. So we're here now. Let's create a game, and the client's view game disconnect settings lobby, whatever. And that actually works because we reconnected it. What we probably want to do is actually do a check and be like, let's see. I don't know. So right now, every tick, we're replacing the text with create game, join a game, or view lobby and disconnect, depending on whether they're the host or not. So host, they see this. If they're not, they see this. Doesn't do anything yet because it's connected to all that stuff. Because now instead of changing the game widget, adding the viewport, all sort of stuff, what we're gonna do is we're going to just tell the wrapper, hey, replace me with the new one, with the other one, I mean. So, and the main reason why we're doing this is that way when we won't have as many situations where the server and the client are in different pages of the menu. And thus, I'll have to, and thus I'll have to replicate the functions for each area depending on where they are. So if the host is, in the settings, and the client wants to see the lobby, I don't want the client to have to ask the lobby, hey, what's the server? And then what's the host doing? And then the host not being in that page, whatever page they're in is going to have that property too. I don't really want to deal with that. I could do it in menu step helper and stuff like that, but that just, better to have a wrapper. At least it seems better to have a wrapper. That's what I think, at least. Let's see if there's an option to get parent. Yeah, get parent, okay. Okay, so now from the parent, which is going to be the wrapper, we're going to create a function that's going to Yeah, we're going to create a function that's going to be called and say replace me with the create game screen. So yeah, we're going to need to have either that or we're going to have a enumerator that sets the screen that should be visible. Yeah, it's actually better. So let's do a new enumerator. Yeah, let's actually create it in C++. Yeah, let's create it in C++. So main setup helper, UEnum, blueprint type. Then we're gonna have to do enum class. I don't remember the syntax for that, so let's look at check it type. So enum class, there we are. Yeah, let's just put it up here. Why not? Let's be consistent. Main menu state. It will be main menu, lobbies, or yeah, main menu, lobby, and then it will be settings. There we are. Why not? So if I need to add a new screen to the main menu, I'll add it there, but yeah. So save, save all, close, and then we're going to rebuild. We'll just have the wrapper be like whichever one is the enumerator set at. Actually, I shouldn't have even done that. Did I do a rebuild or did I do a launch? I only did a rebuild. Okay, that's good. So I main setup helper. We're gonna have main menu states. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. I'll just build. I'll have it be in the where do you want to store that value anyway? Do you want to store it in the game state or do you want to store it in the menu wrapper? Store it in menu wrapper. Don't restore. So we're gonna add a new variable to this here, which we're going to call main menu state. Current screen. So we can do it one of two ways. We can one way is gonna be more potential buggy than the other one, but it's gonna be a bit faster. We could we could have two of these and have one be requested, one be visible. And if they mismatch, then we know that the user wants to change screens for some reason. So on the next tick, we're going to swap it out and swap the child out, like the widgets out. Or the less buggy way of doing it is to just check and see what we have, and if it's the same as the enumerator, then it'll be the same. If not, we'll change it. That's less buggy because there's no instance where we may actually go out of sync. Because whenever you're doing replication stuff, you could potentially get out of sync. And also, technically, we'll save 8 bytes of data, but 8 bytes or 8 bits of data. So who cares? Yeah, let's do a double one. Make it a bit easier on myself. Requested screen. Okay. So requested screen. Default value. Oh, I need to compile first. Requested is main menu. Oh no, I do want an other. Right. Crummy. So now I have to do pretty much a full rebuild because check types is called everywhere, so I need to use it everywhere. Because you see here, I'll use check.h, which is where it's defined. So we're gonna wrap it up soon. Started off being a bit of a gong show, but it looks like it's getting a bit more successful. So now we go to wrapper main menu here, then on tick. Actually, I say we need to do that. Vanilla. Initialized. So branch. Enum condition. So if these two enumerators are equal, okay then, thank you very much. Hey Lux Envy, welcome to the chat. There we are. So in the event that these are false, that means we need to change the screen. So children. Panel. Clear children, there we are. So if true, clear children, that'd be the menu container. And then we're going to add child. Do a route. Target there. Cool, so declare children add to one child. Sure, why not? That looks good. So what game am I making? Okay, so we're going to... I'm going to show you an old version of it before I talk much about it. Whenever I find it, there it is. Package targets, check it. Windows no editor, check it. So you're gonna see something that looks a bit familiar, but looks can deceive. So there we are. Okay, so this looks like chess, doesn't it? It's not quite chess though. So if you click on a pawn, it can only move one space, can't move two in the opening. Now it can move sideways. And so forth, and then, you know, it can move, I can eat diagonal, can move in a horizontal, so on and so forth. And the reason why I changed the rules is because you can have different maps. So this is a different map. This is going to be not an 8x8 grid. It is a 64x64 grid. The AI spawns over here. The player spawns over here. So the player will have a choice, because everything depends on the spawn range of the king. So the queen can only move within the enabled tiles here, which means that the knights can't be accessed. But if I move my king near them, then I'm going to start opening up pieces of the chessboard. And eventually, it's going to be in range of the first knight. So now I can move the knight if I want to, but this knight is not selectable. Now, this knight, like both knights are selectable. So what you could do is you could lock the game somehow. Weird. Okay, let's try that again. That's the first time I've seen that game lock. So you could waste time getting two knights to, you know, grab them and move them up, or one knight. So then you have king, queen, and two knights, but while you're doing that, the AI may get their own knights themselves, or they may use those extra moves to kind of put pressure on over here to make you move out in this direction. Which will make you not able to get the bishop here, which the AI could get its bishop and kill your bishop before you get there. But if you go over here, then you can eventually go over to get two rooks and a queen. There's going to eventually be, or there was eventually going to be a castle here. We have since worked on replacing this aspect, or sorry, this content, because it was a game jam, which was not really, like, it was 1 versus AI only. So we started working on making it a bit more generalized. And this is the second version of it. We're now working on the third. I should mention everything that's been in the game is going to be on stream. I should make the squares glow orange or red from the sides. Not sure what you mean on that. Anyway, so this is the second version of it, and it shows a bit more of what I want for my customizability. Basically, if there's 10 spawn points in the map, I want the user to be able to choose as many of them as they want, and set up the game and so on in whatever way they want. It'll be up to the user to make a fun game. I'll have presets, but like, for example, let's say you want to have a game where you have 10 spawns. The map has 10 spawns for some reason. And you have 3 players. 2 players are against each other, and the third player has 1 spawn on either team, so they're basically playing both sides. That's not fun. That's not competitive. That might be fun. That's not fun for a pub, but it might be fun for friends. And it's definitely not competitive. But if they want to set up the game that way, sure, why not? I'm not going to stop them, right? So this is a bit more of how I want the control system to work. As you can see, it's a bit better than the Game Jam version I had earlier. So now I'm going to, yeah. So it's set up so I can easily, you know, kill the king. Or I could miss it. And let's say I'll just, I'll go here, why not? Let's kill this pawn. And then the king's gonna kill it. And then let's move my king out of the way here. Yeah, it's gonna try to kill me, I think. So I'm gonna actually let my king die. Let's see if it's gonna let me do this. Yeah, okay. So the next move I'm gonna make is gonna end up in the king dying by the queen. And now I lost all that control because the king's control range doesn't exist anymore now the king's dead. So I have to use this king back here to move. This is just a debug game, or it's just a debug map, of course, but yeah. This gives you a bit more of an idea what I want for the mechanics than the other one. The other one was just a quick game jam. Didn't exactly work, but it was supposed to be a game jam entry. We made some mistakes with this one, but I was going to work with it. But then when we went to Unreal Engine 4.12, this wouldn't work into it. It wouldn't load. So we decided to take the opportunity to do that. So to redo it for version 3, which is what we're working on right now. But I can kind of see what we're trying to go with. So version 3 is this guy right here, which we're now currently working on an actual multiplayer-enabled menu system. Which, yeah, I didn't actually finish that yet. One second. So add child content. If. Actually, we can do enum switch. So switch on E, main menu, stay. There we are. Okay. Clear children. So this branch requires control, of course. So let's just break link. Just get rid of these. So we'll just clear this, and we'll get another one over there. So so in the event that it's on main menu, we're going to let's do a reroute here. So main screen turn on. The content and menu container will be the container I want to add it to. And then if this is lobby, we'll do again route node, and then we'll do add child. And here, and then the content's gonna be create game screen. And then settings, we're not gonna have anything for this yet. And from there, we're going to then converge back again. So requested screen here. And then we're going to have set current screen to requested screen. There we are. So on tick, if the current screen and requested screen are different, we're going to set whatever. We're going to clear all the children. We're going to set the menu to whatever we want for that. And then we're going to set the current to the requested. So a typical two variable kind of locking system. So the default will be, I'm going to just here. just have requested screen. Whoops. Set. Requested screen to main menu. And we'll have it go out. So we're just creating the menus here. We're going to say here. And the default for this, we had set to an uninitialized. We're going to set default to initialize. Sorry, we had set to main menu. We're going to set initialized because I want to make sure that this is going to be setting it up properly. Yep. So now we have the ability to see here. So now when we do create game screen, all we need to do is we have to have this button, just change the requested enumerator to the lobby. And that's all I need to do now. Instead of having that big complicated thing of creating widgets and swapping them out. Because that'll all be handled here. So just show that off, and that'll probably be the last thing I do today because it's almost 11. On button to lobby, we're just going to have so cast. Yeah, I guess I can't really do this in any other way. Cast to wrapper. Yeah. And then we're going to do enum. What was it again? Current screen. Oh, needs to be public. Or no, this needs to be public. Requested. Set requested screen to lobby. Huh. Okay, so we're going to replace this then. We're going to do the game instance thing where we get the reference from the game instance. Let's have this off the monitor for a second. So here we're going to get the game instance. And of course it's over here now. So we're going to do a menu container. So we're going to have it be public. Okay, game instance, there we are. And we're going to do cast to base. Game instance. As base game instance, we're going to have menu. Actually, variable. There we are. Forgot about that. There we are. I should probably make this a macro. But yeah. So now when we click, not as simple as I said it was, of course. But yeah, now when we click the button, all it's going to do is set the requested state to lobby, and the next tick's going to take care of that for us. So we create a game, and now it's here. And of course, it's not rendering properly because it did something wrong, but who cares? There we are. And that's that. So, yep. That's what we've been working on. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.